Hey everyone, it's your girl Shana J. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of fragrances that will have you smelling like $1,000,000. Thing is, none of these fragrances cost more than $30. So if you're interested in seeing this list of fragrances, just keep watching. Okay guys, so welcome back and thank you so much for joining me. As promised, I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of fragrances that I have in my collection that I paid no more than $30 for. I believe these smell really expensive. They mimic the smell of a lot of niche fragrances and designer fragrances that smell really expensive. I have a fragrance here that's only $12. I mean, that's a deal. Okay guys, so let's jump right into this list. The first fragrance that I want to talk about is a fragrance that I consider to be very underrated. I have yet to see anyone talk about this scent here on YouTube. I'm not saying I've seen every single video on YouTube, but I've yet to come across a video where I see anyone feature this scent, and it makes me wonder why. So it's coming out of the house of Guess, and it's called 1981 Indigo. And of course, this is for women. They do have the male counterpart to this fragrance, but I don't have an opinion on that because I've never smelled it. But just, you know, if in case you're a guy watching this video, they do have the male counterpart to this. A couple of months ago, I was walking through Century 21. For those of you guys who don't know, Century 21 is like this huge department store that we have here in the States. I'm not sure if it exists out of the States. If it does, please let me know. I've always kind of been curious about that. But anyway, guys, so yeah, I was walking through Century 21 and this one was just sitting there, and, you know, I took a look at it, and, you know, it was only $20, so I decided, you know what, let me see what it's all about. But I really wasn't expecting much, especially because I've yet to see anyone talking about this scent. There's no buzz around this scent at all. So I bought it, and of course, as soon as I came out the store, I ripped it open and took one spray. And guys, I was so amazed. It smells so incredible. I was not expecting this at all. It was so serious that I had to really take a seat so I could Google the scent to see the notes and just to see what the actual price point was. It does put me in the mind of a fragrance that is niche or just something that is higher end on the designer side. It's reminiscent of something that will come out of the house of, say, Joe Malone. It does have that minimalistic vibe. I would describe this as a soft, spicy, woodsy scent with quite a watery feel to it, but it's definitely a woody scent. It's a spicy, woody scent, and usually I'm not attracted to spicy scents or fragrances that are so heavy on the wood, but this is so well executed. If they should pour the juice of this into a Tom Ford bottle, this would sell like crazy, and there would be such a huge buzz around this fragrance. The next time you see this scent, say in TJ Maxx or just any little department store or just online, because I'm gonna put some links in the description box for those of you guys who have interest in these perfumes. If I could find links, I'll definitely put them in the description box so you could try them. This is definitely one to try. It performs well. Also, it does last a long time. If you don't want to take my word for it, you could go over to Fragrantica and just look at what people are saying about this scent. It's one to try, and I feel so good about putting you guys on. The next fragrance that I want to talk to you guys about is a fragrance that you guys actually put me onto. Never heard of this scent, but a couple of months ago I did a video and a couple of women were in the comments talking about fragrances amongst themselves, and of course I was just watching these comments come in, and the way they were talking about this scent was just so amazing. They were saying how it smells expensive, it smells like money, it smells unique, and I was like, okay, yes, you know, more, let me hear more. So of course I bought this scent because I wanted to see what these women were talking about. The fragrance that I'm talking about comes out of the house of Calvin Klein, and it is Eternity Intense. Okay, so let me put this out there. First and foremost, this fragrance has nothing in common with the original Eternity fragrance, which is more of a floral aquatic scent, very musky, beautiful scent, but you know, it's a little outdated now. I had to put that out there. This has nothing in common with that. Okay, so this fragrance, for some reason, just gives me rich auntie vibes. First of all, it smells expensive. It smells a little bougie, but I like that about it. I think it smells fancy, and when I smell this, I just imagine a woman with, you know, class and sophistication wearing this scent. I don't think it's the most versatile scent, because I think it's more of a classy type of fragrance. It just gives me that kind of vibe. I'm sure you could wear this, you know, whenever, however you want to wear it. I'm just telling you the vibe behind the fragrance. When I smell this, I'm just envisioning someone just looking fancy, maybe wearing a fur coat, like just someone looking amazing, just rich, walking out Fifth Avenue in the city. It has a dominant iris sweet note. It's a bit powdery. So the only fragrance that I have in my collection that I could compare this scent to is Insolence Eau de Toilette by Guerlain. So they smell quite similar. They do have the same vibe, but they have major differences that I just want to, you know, talk about a little bit. So even though they both have that sweet powdery scent, the difference to me mostly lies in the base. So while this one is a little bit more soapy and just more fresh and feels more daytime, this one feels a little bit more, I wouldn't say dark, but it feels more like an evening wear type of fragrance. And I would say it ends off more woodsy and musky, so it does give off a more expensive vibe. So I quite like this, and it does last. If it sounds like your type of fragrance, I'm gonna urge you to try this one out. Very inexpensive, and of course, if I could find a link to this fragrance, I'm gonna put it down in my description box, okay, so you guys could check it out. The next fragrance I want to talk to you guys about happens to be the sexiest fragrance on this list. I think this happens to be the sexiest fragrance that I have in my whole collection. And I don't even know if I'm sexy enough for this fragrance. When I wear this fragrance, I kind of feel like I'm not doing it no justice, okay? So I'm talking about Guess Seductive Noir. So this fragrance, guys, it's a deep, dark vanilla scent. Ultra sexy, giving me nighttime sexy vibe. When you smell it, that's just the kind of vibe you get. It smells, oh, it smells so sexy. Okay, so this is the kind of vibe you gotta be on when you're wearing this scent. So let's get back to this scent. It opens up with sage, leading to the heart of sambac jasmine, iris, and then it ends off with Haitian vetiver and velvet. An overwhelming amount of people compare this scent to Guerlain, the EDP. This is definitely worth checking out if it's your vibe. Okay, so another fragrance that I have in my collection that I think smells way more expensive than what it actually cost is Levine For Her. This fragrance, if I'm being honest, it's not really my favorite. It's not my kind of scent, but if this is your kind of scent, you will love it. It's a amber, woody, musky scent. It smells good. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't smell good, because if it didn't smell good, I surely wouldn't be advising you guys to check it out. But it smells good, but I just know what my style and my type of fragrance is. It smells really nice. Especially on the opening, it is gorgeous. So it opens up with some citruses leading to a floral heart, and then it dries down with that amber and the woods and the musk. It's a very simple scent, and that's what makes me think it just smells rather expensive. If you're a fan of Sensuous by Estee Lauder, you will most likely like this scent because they do smell very similar. They do have the exact same vibe. This fragrance is worth checking out, and it's very, very, very inexpensive. Okay, so another fragrance that I have in my collection that I always talk about is from Paris Hilton, and I'm talking about Just Me. I adore this scent. The only jacked up thing about this scent is the packaging. This is the kind of fragrance you have to let adjust to your body chemistry. You have to at least allow the fragrance to evaporate on the skin. Once that happens, I'm telling you, this fragrance is just so gorgeous. I always compare this fragrance to Miracle by Lancome. So if you love the scent, or if you have any interest in this fragrance but you find it a little bit too expensive, try this one. They're like an exact dupe. They smell just alike. They react the same way on the skin. It's just worth trying. The only difference between these two fragrances is just the price point. All the notes in this fragrance just blends beautifully. I mean, it just really comes together. The raspberry with the pink pepper, and then you have the mid notes of rose and freesia, and then of course you have the woody notes. I like to wear this one to the office actually, because I do like the vibe that it gives off. It smells young because of the fruity notes that we have in it, but at the same time, with the peppery notes and the woods, it gives it this, you know, I guess sophistication. So I like that about it. So I would say try this fragrance out, especially if you have some interest in Miracle by Lancome. You'll see what I'm talking about. They smell very, very, very similar. So the next fragrance that I want to show you is from the La Petite Robe Noir line, and it's called Black Perfecto, and of course this is coming from the house of Guerlain. This fragrance, guys, literally gives me bad bitch vibes. Like, I'm not talking about sexy, I'm talking about bad bitch. Like, she kick your ass. That type. I'm being silly, but to be honest, like, she's kind of like the girl that I see wearing this is like Rihanna, like just Foxy Brown. Like, it smells so beautiful. It smells so unique to me. It just smells so good. I think if this fragrance had came out under Tom Ford's name, and he would classify this as one of those fragrances that he would put in his private blend of fragrances, this would sell like no other. I promise you, this smells like a niche fragrance. I mean, if you wear this scent, you're not going to be smelling just like everybody else walking down the street. So the notes that I get from this one are black cherry, black tea, tonka bean, patchouli, and leather. So those notes are what you could actually smell in the fragrance, and that's why I love it. I would say that it's unisex for sure, but it's one of those fragrances, when a guy has it on, it's gonna work. When a female has it on, it's gonna smell feminine, and it's definitely gonna work. This smells like soapy leather. Like, it really does. So up next is a fragrance that I recently told you guys about. It's called Valet Eyes by Elizabeth Taylor. And, you know, I really had to add this one to the list because I think it fits the bill. I think this fragrance smells rather expensive for what it is. And I've always loved this scent. I mean, the first moment I laid my nose on this scent, I really, really liked it. And at this price point, you just cannot lose. Listen. It opens up fresh and sparkling. It's dominated by peach, peony, and cedarwood. That cedarwood, okay, guys? That cedarwood, definitely the star of the show. And a lot of people were amazed that I have so many fragrances, and I chose to take this one on a vacation stay of 7 days to Hawaii. And let me tell you, it just didn't disappoint. Like, every single day I would put it on, it would just make me happy that I chose it. It smelled so beautiful in the warm weather. Every time the wind would blow, I would smell it. It just made me feel so happy. It seems to me that a lot of you guys have been curious about this scent, but for whatever reason have been holding back on trying it. Guys, listen, y'all can't do that. Okay, so if you like fragrances like this one, Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana, you'll definitely like this scent. I know a lot of people always complain about Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana having that masculine undertone, and it gives off that masculine vibe, and I do get that too, even though I love that scent to death. But I do get that it could come off a little bit masculine. these two fragrances definitely is all femme, okay? Definitely feminine. They don't have anything masculine about them or anything like that, okay? So we are on our last scent, and it's called A Scent by Issey Miyake. This is a fresh, sparkling, natural, green smelling scent, very minimalistic. It is often compared to Chanel's Crystal. This fragrance is definitely a daytime scent. I think it is springtime and summertime appropriate, so it smells great in warm weather. But of course, you could wear this anytime that you want. Even though it's a very casual smelling scent, it actually has like a shampoo vibe. I just noticed that. It has like a green shampoo vibe, which smells really, really good. But anyway, guys, so even though this is more of a casual type of scent because of how relaxed it is, it has that relaxed vibe to it and down to earth kind of vibe. I actually like to dress it up, meaning I like to dress up when I'm wearing it. So I'm actually dressing up the fragrance. I don't know if you guys do that. Like, you could have a fragrance that is, you know, like a casual scent, but you get dressed up and all of a sudden it becomes like a bomb fragrance. This is how I treat this. So on a Monday morning when I'm all crispy, I like to wear this because it does have like a crisp scent, but I think it's very suitable for the office too because it has that clean, fresh, crisp type of scent that is very inoffensive. It won't bother a soul. This fragrance lasts forever, so if you decide to wear it, just know that you're gonna be stuck in this all day because it has very, very good longevity and the sillage in it is really, really nice. Okay guys, so that's it for me. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment down below, let me know what you think about it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. Support your girl, okay? Okay guys, so that's it for me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.